How's it going, everybody? MithrilDragoon here, and welcome back to more Path of Titans. And today, I just want to play more Iguanodon, because Iguanodon has consistently proven to be extremely effective for me when I use them. They fit my playstyle pretty well, and the freaking mix packs today are just disgusting. And I have an actual decent chance of fighting them using Iguanodon, if it comes down to that. So let's get into. I did change my build a little bit, so a lot of you are quick to point out that Hero Stand, I have absolutely no idea if this works solo or not. So essentially, I don't think this is meant to work solo. If it does, then it is not really showing it well. So last Iguanodon video I did, when I was showing it off and I was running this, it was showing the icon that it was active, but a lot of people were saying that it only applies to group members. If you're in a group, it does not apply to yourself, which a lot of things I looked up say otherwise, but it's really unclear. The wording is the old wording, because this ability hasn't, like, Iguanodon hasn't been updated in a while. And before, wording like this used to mean that, like, if you were in a group, even by yourself, you were the one member of your group. So abilities like this that were applied by, like, doing specific things used to apply to solo as well, because it was like an AoE group ability and you are the first member of the group. So I think that's why it pops up still when I would land Thumb Barrage, and it would give us the stacks, and then it would apply Hero Stand. I do think it was working, but enough people were saying that it doesn't, that I'm going to take your guys' word for it. And instead, we're going to be running gauntlets instead, because we are running the armor subspecies when we're in bipedal stance. So this will just give us baseline extra survivability. I was going to run brace legs, but I don't actually think brace legs does all that much for Iguanodon. So we're going to run gauntlets. Other than that, the build is pretty much the exact same. We're still running the stamina, recovery abilities, still running block, because a lot of people really told me block isn't good because of the stamina consumption, but I have a whole other video on Iguanodon where I used block and it was working just fine. Like, 50% damage reduction is still 50% damage reduction. That is a significant amount of damage to cut in half. You know what I mean? And the stamina that it takes really isn't all that bad either. Like, I know it's a lot of stamina for any other ability, but this build we're running worth the stamina regeneration just really counterbalances this very nicely. Like, it wasn't really being that big of a deal. And more to the point, like, if you're sitting there holding block and not trying to time it at all, like, that's kind of on you for wasting stamina at that point. Like, you can absolutely, like, you just let go of block. It's that easy. And then arm slam, I still think is very good. Granted, it's piercing damage, so it's mainly good for big things, but it does do bone break, which it does not say in the ability description. I really wish they would update that to say it. So that's the build. Basically changed one thing. And we are just going to do a little bit of questing here, get back up to full grown. And then we're just going to do the same thing we did in the last Iguanodon video and do some combat and see how we fare. Of course, we get the worst quest possible. I don't know. So if anybody knows where the best place to get button mushrooms is over here, let me know, because I only know of the 2 patches and they're always empty. What is that? An alio? That's an alio. Well, we just came out of home cave, so if he tries to... Because I think he's going into home cave, so... Of course, he probably just quested away all of our flowers and button mushrooms. But I'll show you guys what I mean. Like, questing tips in the comments are always appreciated, not just for me, but for anybody else who watches these as well. So there's these patches of flowers, and then there's one patch of button mushrooms, and another patch of button mushrooms. And that's it. I cannot for the life of me find where the other button mushrooms are in the whistling columns. I have scoured the whistling columns high and low, and I can't find it. And what this does is you get rid of the, you collect these 2 stacks of mushrooms, and you're like 1 stack short. And you have to wait for those ones to regen, which takes forever. It's just, like, either I'm missing something incredibly obvious, or they did this on purpose and it sucks. So if you guys know where button mushrooms are, let me know, because I can't find them here. And I hate when this quest shows up for that reason. So we are just kind of going to abandon this. I know of a place away from here where we can find button mushrooms, maybe. Over this way. But it will be reliant on getting there before the quest timer runs out after we leave the area. We shall see. Yoink. Yeah, the only other mushrooms I find all the time here are the freaking milk mushrooms. Milk caps. Let's cross over here. Iguanodon is very solid in the water, I gotta say. Like, it's not semi-aquatic, but very, very good swim speed. Let's just regenerate our stamina as we walk. One thing I will say, though, going forward with content, because we are 4 subs away from reaching monetization. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers. We're right there, which is insane. Like, thank you guys so much. I really, I've been doing this kind of as a hobby, but it was kind of a goal. It's just not something I was going to outwardly pursue because, like, I don't like feeling like I'm begging for money, and that's not why I'm doing a channel. So, but that being said, we have reached that goal, and obviously I'm going to take advantage of that when we reach it. So it does mean a lot. It might genuinely help me quite a bit. Things have been very difficult lately. I've been working like a dog, and it's not really turning any profit. That's something I can live off of. I think that is in part just the way the economy is right now. And I don't see it getting much better. And I know a lot of people are in the same boat as me. So it really does mean a lot that enough people like my content to potentially get me to that goal, because that will help me and my family quite a bit. I take care of my younger siblings. My sister's well off. She's in the military, but I'm going to be an uncle soon, and I am not about to let her do that all on her own. So, her and her boyfriend are going to be receiving my support as much as I can. Within reason, of course, because I'm not made of money, but it's just things like that. If I can achieve something where it makes it a little bit easier for all of us, then I'm going to do it. But going forward with content, especially when it pertains to this game, if something is not fun to play, I'm probably not going to do it. Like, if I'm continuously finding myself miserable on account of trying to, let's say, we are trying to find new dinosaurs to play, right? And I play something and it's just not fun, like T-Rex. I want to have fun with T-Rex because I love T-Rex as a dinosaur. But T-Rex in this game is in an abysmal state for solo play. So unless I get friends to play with me, you're just not going to see it on the channel. Like, I'm not making the effort to play a dinosaur that I know is only going to bring me misery because it's not worth it. It just isn't. And I'm prioritizing my enjoyment. This was my escape. Gaming was my escape. But if it's going to be work now, then I'm going to treat it as work, and I'm going to work smarter, not harder. I'm not going to be doing things that are going to be just making me more miserable than I am. So, going forward, we're going to be very picky with what we choose to play, and we are going to be more creative with the things that we find fun, though. I have some videos planned that once I get some time off from my main job, I will, jump into making them. And potentially some more live stream stuff, but that's going to depend on things at home. So we'll kind of just leave that as we'll see how it goes. But the other thing that I would like to address while we're not in active combat and requesting, and obviously if you guys aren't here for this, there'll be timestamps. Like always, you can skip ahead. It doesn't bother me all that much, just watch what you want to watch and call it a day if that's what you're going to do. But regarding other content on the channel, and I know a lot of people are going to say I'm beating a dead horse, but the horse isn't dead, so I'm going to keep hammering the point home. There are other things that I enjoy a lot more than Path of Titans that I want to make content on the channel. But YouTube's algorithm doesn't push the content, and nobody watches it. And I know some of you say that you'll watch it if I do it, and some of you do. But at the end of the day, 20 views on a video when my normal Path of Titans content is averaging a couple thousand views per video is not sustainable and is not something I can do. So the data shows you guys don't watch it, and that is totally fine. It's totally fine. I'm not trying to say that you have to watch this or you have to watch that, so don't twist my words here. But it is definitely something that kind of stinks when I'm trying to have a little bit of fun while I'm doing this, and I'm kind of locked to the one game or content idea because the algorithm at YouTube is just very broken and doesn't support originality or creativity. Like, it doesn't. It wants to push consecutive slop. It wants people to be copying one another, doing trends, that sort of thing, because that's what makes them money, and that's fine, but it sucks as a creator. It really does. So there is going to be times where I take breaks from YouTube, like I have been this week. I've been prioritizing work and stuff at home, and I haven't been recording much. So if ever there is a time where I am not uploading for like a week, I'll probably be editing existing videos into shorts, and you can watch the shorts. But I do want to make it known that even if this is something that potentially is going to allow me to make a little bit of money on the side. I am not prioritizing it over my life. Like, I'm not. This channel was meant to be a hobby as it was. It will kind of remain that way. But the support is appreciated a lot. And I will continue to deliver quality content when content comes out to the best of my ability based on what you guys seem to enjoy and what you don't. So anyways, that's my little tangent discussion over. Let's see what we can do here. We're going to head up into Grand Plains, which I know is filled to the brim with mixed packs right now because I just tried recording another video with Conca Venator, and it did not go well at all. I was getting mixed by some of the most degenerate packs I've seen, which I say a lot, but like it's no less true. Every time I'm continually surprised at just how far people will go to win in a dinosaur game. Like, it's kind of absurd at some points. There was, and there probably still is, in this river right here, in Grand Plains River, there was 5 Sarcos, 4 Spinos, 4 Tylos, 4 Laytons, an Aloe, and a Kentro, and 3 Packies. All in one group. All attacking everyone they could see to prevent them from going to the water. And to me, that is as absurd as you can get. And I can, like, hopefully some of them got sniped out, because there was a Titan that I was trying to help that was getting ganked, and I'm hoping he was able to take out at least 1 or 2 of them. But we all know how this is. They just, oh, that dinosaur died, let me just spawn in as Thal or Hats and fly right back. Like, that's always how these guys play. So, we're going to see what we can do against them and get some vengeance. Because I'm not too shabby with Iguanodon, if I do say so. Of course, a pack that size is still going to mincemeat us. Like, we're not winning that fight. It'll be pretty similar to our infamous Salt Flats battle in the last Iguanodon video. But we will try our best. And that's really all we can do. Just like life, all you can really do is try your best and give it your best attempt. I don't know what the hell that is. I haven't heard that call before. Let's creep in on our bipedal stance, not only to give us more stamina regen, but also because they might mistake us for something we're not. Oh, and the Ano. I forgot about the Ano. So there's the Sarco and the Ano. They're still there, so that means the water is still full of the other ones, for sure. Oh, yeah. Oh, 2 Anos. 3 Anos? I'm not fighting 3 Anos. Call me chicken if you will. I'm not fighting 3 Anos when they can kill a normal T-Rex in 3 hits, which means if they're all running the same ability, they just one-shot apexes that enter their vicinity. That is exactly how Ano works. It is as OP as it sounds. There's a Stego right here. I have no idea if Stego will be friendly or not. Okay, that scared the hell out of me. I thought those footsteps were going to be coming right towards me. So he's heading that way. Let's see if there's anybody inland over here. I bet you they're all just in the river. Like, if I'm being honest, it says this is a hot spot, right? But nobody's inland, which means it's just that big MegaPack down in the river. And I just don't have it in me to, you know, I mean, for the bit, I suppose we could go and just get ourselves crumped. by these goobers. But I really don't want to, because Anno sucks to fight. And 3 of them means I will die instantly. Like, you will witness an Iguanodon get evaporated, disintegrated, and defiled. I think they just went after the Stego. Look, there's their Tylo. And here comes their mix pack. See what I mean? You can't even have one. Can't even strike one of them. Now they got their little Anno shield maidens. Ugh. Are you serious? You're on their side? Really? So, the Stego fake friendly. Degenerate scum. You guys are filth, you know that? I hope you see this video and realize how disgusting you are. Ugh. That made me angrier than it should have been, but you know what? You saw it. You saw it yourself. The Stego was in on it the whole time. He came up, he did the little ooh crouch thing, which normally means that they're trying to be friendly. And it was just so he could bait me into dying, because he was in on it the whole time. I can't stand players like that in this game. I just can't. Are you that trash? Are you that trash? That you have to ally with a mix pack that bad. That was the same mix pack I just got done describing. Like, they just switched. So I bet you what happened is some of the Tylos died, or the Spinos, and they just switched to the Anos. Like, I don't understand how you guys have fun playing like that. Like, exploiters like that are just so frickin' infuriating to me. Ugh! Anyways, I'm going to cut, and I will come back when we are... where do I want to go? We'll head up to Salt Flats and see if we can get a good battle in at Salt Flats like we did in the last Iguanodon video. How's that? And I will see you guys in what for you will be a few seconds. What for me will probably be like 30-40 minutes. Actually, back a bit earlier than I expected because there appears to be a Alio or a small Rex up ahead. So it's a Rex. Alright. Get a little run back here. Yeah, it was a lot more damage than you were thinking it was going to be, huh, buddy? Where do you think you're going? Yeah. That's what I thought, pal. Now I'm gonna eat my berry bushes in peace. And I will cut again. We will get back when I am at Salt Flats like I originally planned. Alrighty, we're here just on the outskirts of Salt Flats now. Took me a freaking long time to get up here. Of course, I was also questing a little bit, trying to get our growth rate up. We should be at full growth now. Once that's done going up. Gonna grab some water up here. And then I've heard what sounds like either Spinos or something else down in Salt Flats, so we will see. Definitely very eager to get another good fight in with Iguanodon because I really like Iguanodon. How would I describe their playstyle? It's going to sound really weird. They feel like a fighting game grappler. Now hear me out, because like obviously they don't have a grab or anything like that, but like their whole playstyle revolves around patience, right? It's kind of like they're kind of like a counter attacker. They have rush down abilities, but they're kind of sporadic in a way. Like you don't want to be just like rushing towards people with Iguanodon. So it's a lot about tripping your opponent up with their own, what's the word? Like anxieties, basically. Like you want to just kind of get in their head and really mess with them with the fact that you're so calm and collected while they're running rampant trying to bring you down. Being said, we need more cactus. I do want to be at full growth before we go down into Salt Flats. Because if we're not, we're missing out on a hefty chunk of combat weight and stuff that's going to be pretty important with keeping us alive for as long as possible. Of course, now all of the cactus are suddenly gone off the face of the earth. Only when I'm looking for them. Only when I'm actively searching for them do they disappear. I swear, it's every time. Yeah, this is weird. Where are all the cactus? There's some. There we go. There should be enough up here because up ahead there's some more. Grab all of these. This will definitely put us to adult growth too. Nice. Alright, now we just head down into Salt Flats. We're going to walk bipedal for a little bit here and get our stamina back. I'm very curious what's down there because I know it's actually not listed as a hotspot anymore. Green Hills is, and Green Valley, which is interesting. How funny would it be if I went through all the effort to getting over here and now nobody's here? I think that would be pretty funny. I think that would give me a hearty chuckle. I definitely heard a Pycno. Okie dokie. May also be a Rex down here. That's a bit concerning. Let's just get our stamina back up as quick as we can and see what we are working with. I do hope that they drop another TLC soon. Preferably Allosaurus or Stego, but I really hope if they do, they don't do them dirty like they did Alio. Alrighty, I don't see anybody. Not yet, at least. But we did hear them, so they should be somewhere near here. This be annoying. Of course, there's an Ano. One thing that I don't want to fight. But will probably come and break my ankles as soon as something else shows up. Actually, I don't know. He might be friendly. I really did come all the way up here just for there to be nobody here, right? Well, no, I hear him. Oh, it's in a Marg. It's in a Marg that was teaming with the Ano. That's a different Ano. That's one of the Anos from fucking Green Valley. Or Grand Plains, rather. Yeah, because there's the other ones. Man. I don't want to fight these guys again. Some things probably can't be helped, though. Yeah, see, he knows. Alright, well, let's go to Big Quill. Because there may be, from the sounds of things, stuff over here. I'm not entertaining that. Oh. Well, we know what happened to the Rex. I do hear something else up here, though. What are we working with? What is that? A Sarco. Let's rage bait him. Well, he didn't want to fight. They killed both Rexes. He was one of the Sarcos that was in Grand Plains as well. Yep, because there's the Tylo. No, you can't. You can't go after our MegaPack. No! No, you can't. You cannot do that. Only we can fight people. You cannot fight people. We're in the MegaPack. You are not. Don't do this. Don't do this now. Can't stand MegaPackers. Come on then. Come on. Look, no, don't go after him. No. Have reason. Oh. Chuds. Is anything else going on in Salt Flats now? I just want one video, one more battle for the video, and then I will leave. There goes a quarter of my health. Splendid. Phenomenal. Sounds like Deinonychus is fighting our cursed Anos. Yeah, how'd I know you guys were gonna... I didn't even give you cause for alarm and you still went after me on sight. Man. I hate Ano players. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all in the next one. Probably going to be either another Spino showcase, a revisit of Ceratosaurus, or maybe more Kilobator, because I think Achillo might be able to do good against the outbreak of Ano players. Of course, I do have Alberta that I still gotta try. And Megalania do be calling my name. We'll see. But for now, that's gonna do it, and I will see you all in the next one. God bless.